to a quad to
that, because let's be real, on the old
The WNBA finds itself once again in the eye of a storm. But this time, it's not about officiating controversies or rough fouls. It's about something far more concerning. Stephanie White's latest update on Caitlin Clark's injury status has sent shockwaves through the basketball world, and the tone of uncertainty in her voice suggests this situation is more serious than anyone wants to admit. The troubling reality is becoming impossible to ignore. The repeated physical targeting of Caitlin Clark throughout this season has finally taken its toll, and now the league's biggest star is sidelined with an injury that nobody saw coming, or perhaps nobody wanted to see coming. When Stephanie White stepped to the podium to address Caitlin Clark's sudden groin injury, what fans heard wasn't the confident reassurance they were hoping for. Instead, they witnessed a head coach who seemed genuinely caught off guard, offering vague responses that raise more questions than answers. Late last night, White revealed when she first learned about Clark's injury. The timeline alone was alarming. Clark had reportedly experienced pain and undergone an MRI on Wednesday, but White didn't hear about it until her training staff contacted her that evening. This wasn't the typical injury progression fans have become accustomed to seeing managed by professional organizations. What made White's press conference even more unsettling was her repeated admission of being kept in the dark. "I'm not exactly sure. I didn't hear about it until we heard from our training staff last night," she stated, painting a picture of a coaching staff that wasn't fully informed about their star player's condition. If you are enjoying, please subscribe. The situation surrounding Caitlin Clark's current injury has taken a concerning turn, particularly when compared to how her previous quad injury was managed. In that earlier instance, head coach Stephanie White was able to offer a level of transparency and detail that is notably absent now. During the previous setback, White provided clear updates, outlining timelines for Clark's potential return and offering insight into her recovery process. This allowed fans, media, and the team to understand the situation with a degree of certainty. However, the current update regarding Clark's injury is clouded in uncertainty, offering little comfort or clarity. This lack of concrete information suggests a more unpredictable or perhaps more serious underlying issue. Clark's groin injury didn't happen in isolation. It's the culmination of months of physical punishment that the WNBA has failed to adequately address. The timing is particularly troubling when you consider that she had just endured that controversial game against the Connecticut Sun, where she was poked in the eye by J.C. Sheldon and blindsided by Marina Mayberry. Since returning from her previous quad injury on June 14th, Clark has been playing through what can only be described as a nightmare scenario. Her shooting has cratered to historically bad levels, just 1 for 23 from three-point range over her last 3 games. Clark's season low 6 points against Seattle, where she recorded more turnovers than points for the first time in her career, now looks less like a shooting slump and more like a warning sign that went unheeded.